Let's dive in. I'm Nate. I'm so glad you're watching. This is my first YouTube video for this channel. The first is the worst. It's only going up from here. Ripple, Litecoin. We're gonna learn about a little bit of side hustle.
Just give me the $20. Hey everyone, Nate here. Thanks for coming back. And that's kind of where I started. Was it a good start? Sure. We're a family, middle income family with 10 kids. Pour our coffee and we make sure that our coffee is brewed just right.
Well, yeah, I have some RRSPs that I contribute to.
Any of those things are taxable.
But
By accident.
I kind of messed up.
So do you want to look at the bank account?
Test my channel talking about personal finance, investing, and budgeting. Let's sit down and talk as if we're sitting across the table from each other. As a beginner, when you make it into this space, you need to know some terms.
Wow.
It was like, hey, by the way, I'm gonna be the worst month ever, and I'm just gonna make sure that you overspend on everything. And sometimes we have months like that. My family is downstairs moving, trying to find some space and time for me to record, and yeah, I guess this is the best it gets. So budget is really just an estimate for what you're gonna do. As you dive into the crypto world, it can just be daunting. Covering the Exodus wallet. I was surprised when he ended up paying an extra $200 in gas fees. Gas fees are at their peak whenever the network is just completely congested.
What you'll see coming forward. Going forward, I'm not editing that out. Easiest side hustles you can do if you have a little bit of capital to spend, and it's this.
Healthy relationships can really take time and effort to work towards you building financial independence.
That's where I keep my tendies.
My home, it's going to a racetrack.
That's kind of exciting.
Even after a year, I still can't figure out these light switches.
What switch turns things on and what turns things off? I'm like, is that the hall? Is that the...
You're like,
Oh, you know what? I think I'm gonna go out and buy a Cadillac.
Bitcoin is the king of cryptocurrency. On a hope.
And a dream.
What kind of stock would I want? Apple? And what you would need is the equal value of money to replace whatever you have. So do you have $35,000 in the bank? Here we go. The sixth money saving tip is really just being a good driver. You can feel helpless and usually panic will set in when you're trying to get a hold of the people you need to in order to get back into your account. They look at you, they're like,
Okay, yeah, this person pays their credit off in time, and they're gonna be a great client to have.
so you've stumbled across this video because you're interested in what the stock market is.
Hey man, I think we can make $15 on this. Let's sell it for 15.
5 years? Or are you just don't have a plan at all?
$1,600 a month.
You are gonna gain 100 times whatever that percentage. You know what? Wealthsimple is a better way. And maybe I could even take a term from Candace Mountain's video. Check out her video here. We are going
Banana bread crazy. Crazy banana bread?
anyway. What does that sound?
Very, very windy outside.
Oh, okay. Sounds like a bear coming through the wall.
Kids.
So we have to tap, ask them to redo the transaction again, tap, ask them to redo the transaction again, and then tap. So we actually have to tap 3 times. That's not a good place to be. We've been there before, and it really isn't a good place to be when you're living paycheck to paycheck, trying to pay your mortgage, and just like,
Hey kids, this week we're just eating rice and beans because we have a big mortgage and I keep buying you stuff.
getting some of the roosters in the cage. hot fire out here to warm up our hands. This is Addison with another rooster.
The small fringe minority of people who are on their way to Ottawa or who are holding unacceptable views that they're expressing.
Bitcoin is just here to launder money. Bitcoin is too hard to get. Bitcoin is going to zero. I would call myself a cautious investor, and I'm in the crypto world. And maybe not everyone is, subscribed to 500 different financial news articles.
What makes my channel unique from the rest of those financial channels in the space? Well, one is I'm a dad of 10 kids, so you get to see the experience of my life raising 10 kids and all the financial decisions I need to make. Another is we do a lot of things on our own. So one of those things is renovating our home. So you're gonna be able to see all the different types of renovations that we do, the meal planning that we do, how we grow food for ourselves. These are things that you're not gonna get from some of the financial channels out there and that are unique to me. And also you're gonna get me.
Unless you went in and said, hey, I want my funds back, they were just going to donate them to whatever cause.